Welcome back, horror enthusiasts and fans of the gruesome. Today, we're delving into the bone-chilling world of Saw X 2023, the latest installment in the iconic Saw franchise. As we prepare ourselves for another twisted journey orchestrated by the mind of a madman, it's crucial to equip ourselves with essential knowledge. In this video, we'll explore the origins of this cinematic nightmare and the traps used to kill people, dissect the plot of the movie, discuss hidden details from the trailer, and arm you with vital information you must know before immersing yourself in this horrifying tale of life and death. So, sharpen your blades and lock your doors, because Saw X 2023 promises to be a heart-pounding ride, and you won't want to miss a single blood-soaked moment. Without further ado, let's get started. Saw X is the eagerly anticipated 10th chapter in the iconic Saw film series. Directed by Kevin Grudert and penned by Peter Goldfinger and Josh Stolberg, it uniquely bridges the gap as both a sequel to the original 2004 Saw and a prequel to Saw 2 from 2005. To grasp the plot of Saw X, let's rewind through the Saw movies to understand where it all began and how Saw X fits into the story. This will give us a clear picture of what's in store. John Kramer is a successful civil engineer and a devoted husband to Jill Tuck, who runs a rehab clinic. They faced an agonizing twist of fate when their unborn child was tragically taken from them by a drug addict named Cecil. This heart-wrenching event drove a wedge between them. But life had more cruel blows in store for John. A devastating cancer diagnosis cast a shadow over his existence, leaving him bitter about the opportunities he felt he had wasted. When William Easton denied him financial support for experimental treatment, John's life changed dramatically. Surviving a harrowing suicide attempt, he emerged from the abyss with a newfound belief that true change had to originate from within. It was a rebirth of sorts. To make criminals or bad people understand the importance of their lives, he embarked on a gruesome mission to engineer tests or games aimed at instant rehabilitation. These horrific trials were intricate mechanical traps bearing the chilling moniker of the Jigsaw Killer. His trademark was carving puzzle piece-shaped flesh from his victims, a symbol of their missing survival instinct. These lethal games were often eerie reflections of the victims' personal struggles, demanding extraordinary physical and mental endurance to escape. Jigsaw's intent was clear. He believed that to truly change, one had to confront their deepest fears. The only survivor of these trials was Logan Nelson, who had inadvertently mixed up John's X-rays, causing a critical delay in his cancer diagnosis. Touched by Logan's genuine mistake, John spared him from a horrible fate, preventing him from falling victim to one of his intricate traps. After this, Logan became John's very first apprentice, contributing to the creation of future diabolical machines designed to force individuals to reevaluate their lives. However, Logan's path eventually diverged when he enlisted in the U.S. Army and headed off to serve in the Iraq War. After he left, John, now called Jigsaw by the media, set up a game for his next victims, Dr. Lawrence Gordon, who diagnosed his cancer, and Adam Stanheight, a photographer who observed and photographed other people for money. Both were chained in a washroom, but Gordon eventually saws off his own foot to escape, leaving Adam in the bathroom. While he tries to save his family and get help for Adam, it is later seen in Saw 3D that Lawrence found a steaming hot pipe and cauterized his wound, stopping the bleeding and ultimately surviving the trap. John caught up with Lawrence and made him his next apprentice, a fact he hides from his other accomplices. In the highly anticipated next installment of the Saw franchise, Tobin Bell's iconic character, John Kramer, aka Jigsaw, makes a chilling return. Despite meeting his demise to cancer in Saw 3, he's back in all his sinister glory, this time in Saw X. The movie takes us back in time, sandwiched between the events of Saw 1 and 2. The trailer kicks off in a hospital, where John receives devastating news about his untreatable tumor. In search of a last-ditch, high-stakes experimental treatment for his cancer, sick and desperate Kramer travels to Mexico, hoping for a miraculous cure. Soon, the treatment ends. However, Kramer's hope quickly turns to horror, as he is told by the other doctors that the tumor in his body was never removed. He then realizes that the entire medical procedure was nothing more than a cruel scam, preying on society's most vulnerable. This harrowing experience becomes the crucible that forges Kramer into Jigsaw. He channels his newfound purpose into masterfully orchestrating his trademark ingenious traps to ensnare these con artists. For horror enthusiasts, there's a spine-tingling treat in store as the antagonist, the Jigsaw Killer himself, delivers his iconic and bone-chilling line.
It's time to play a game.
The teaser continues with a gripping display of the 4 individuals responsible for the medical scam, each caught in life-or-death situations courtesy of Jigsaw's classic devices. John calmly states,
"You all pretended to cure me, but what I have planned for each of you is very real."
It is clear that Saw X promises to deliver the darkest and most twisted viewing experience in the franchise yet, leaving fans on the edge of their seats in anticipation. The Saw bathroom is back. The trailer may not reveal many hidden details, but it certainly drops some intriguing hints that will pique your curiosity and make you eager to watch the movie. For example, the trailer revisits the infamous Saw bathroom, the very location where Adam and Dr. Gordon found themselves chained all those years ago. The return to the bathroom is sure to send shivers down the spines of fans. The Saw franchise has a knack for revisiting and adding layers to its established mythology, and this inclusion hints at another intriguing twist in that grimy, claustrophobic space. While the context of this scene remains shrouded in mystery, it's a tantalizing glimpse into how Saw X will interweave its narrative with the events of the very first installment. This tactic is a hallmark of the franchise, where seemingly unrelated elements come full circle, adding depth and complexity to the overarching story. Fans of the franchise can expect a blend of nostalgia and fresh revelations as the Saw series continues to evolve and expand its dark and intricate universe. Jigsaw's apprentices are back. Shawnee Smith's character, Amanda Young, is making a confirmed return in Saw X. Her distinctive haircut in the trailer firmly establishes the timeline, placing her in the intriguing space between the events of Saw and Saw 2. Her character had faced a tragic end, failing Jigsaw's secret test to determine her readiness to continue his work and ultimately succumbing to her fate. Amanda's intriguing dynamic with Jigsaw had been hinted at toward the end of Saw 2, making her return a compelling prospect. Exploring when and why she started to distance herself from Jigsaw's modus operandi promises to provide valuable insights into her character. This becomes even more fascinating with the inclusion of a deleted scene from Saw 3, offering a fresh perspective on their complex relationship. In sum, the return of Amanda in Saw X holds the promise of a deeper and more nuanced exploration of this pivotal character's journey. And it's not just Amanda who might be making a comeback. An intriguing line of dialogue in the trailer strongly suggests the presence of Costas Mandler, who portrays Detective Hoffman, Jigsaw's other apprentice. In a particularly tense moment from the trailer, we see someone pointing a gun at John. The hand holding the weapon hints at it possibly belonging to Dr. Cecilia, the mastermind behind the fraud experiment. The intriguing twist here is that while Dr. Cecilia's survival through the various games and traps is a possibility, what unfolds next remains shrouded in uncertainty. Having met his demise in Saw 3, John adds a layer of complexity to the situation. The fact that he can't die leaves us with a tantalizing question mark over the outcome of this high-stakes confrontation. The trailer keeps us guessing about the intricate web of events and alliances in this latest installment of the Saw series. The original Saw movie 2004 introduced us to a chilling array of traps, from the infamous bathroom scenario to the razor wire maze and the flammable jelly. Now, the anticipation centers on whether Saw X will bring us fresh, innovative ideas or reimagine the classics in a more intense way. The movie's poster tantalizingly hints at a deadly trap that promises to deliver both gore and uniqueness. 2 tubes connected to a person's eyes suggest a sinister possibility. These tubes could function as a vacuum poised to extract the victim's eyeballs in the event of a game's failure. In the trailer, we catch a glimpse of another harrowing trap, one that attaches to a person's finger and breaks them one by one as time passes. While additional traps are hinted at, only time will unveil the gruesome mechanics behind these machines and how they'll bring about a victim's demise if they fail the twisted games. The allure of Saw X lies in its potential to shock and innovate within the realm of Jigsaw's sadistic puzzles. The return of Tobin Bell and Shawnee Smith to the Saw franchise is a thrilling prospect for fans. They're reprising their iconic roles as John Kramer Jigsaw and Amanda Young, respectively. In fact, Tobin Bell has been a constant presence in the Saw series, with the exception of 2021's Spiral, where he makes a cameo appearance in a photograph. Throughout the franchise, both actors have made appearances in flashback sequences, keeping their characters alive in the twisted world of Saw. Their return to Saw X adds another layer of intrigue to the storyline. Let me add that Amanda Young was a drug addict who also had an unintentional role in John's unborn child's death. After surviving John's gruesome game and leaving his drug addiction behind, she agreed to become his apprentice, seeing him as a leader, a teacher, and a father figure. However, she eventually died after failing another test John carried to see if she was still stable enough to carry on his work. Anyways, back to our stellar cast. Joining Tobin and Shawnee are Sinov Makoti Lund, Stephen Brand, Michael Beach, Renata Vaca, Paulette Hernandez, Joshua Akamoto, and Octavio Hinojosa, promising a diverse and talented ensemble. Kevin Grutert is the director of the film, and his talent extends beyond directing, as he has made significant contributions as an accomplished editor in the film industry. His editing credits notably include the first 5 Saw films, which played a pivotal role in shaping the franchise's distinct style and atmosphere. He also brought his editing skills to Jigsaw in 2017, maintaining continuity within the series. In addition to his work on Saw, Grutert's editing prowess was evident in the 2008 thriller The Strangers and the 2012 horror film The Collection, further showcasing his versatility in the genre. Furthermore, it's worth noting that Grutert is not the only Saw veteran involved behind the scenes. Peter Goldfinger and Josh Stolberg, the screenwriters for Saw X, have an impressive track record with the franchise. Their credits include both Spiral and Jigsaw, demonstrating their deep familiarity with the intricate, diabolical games and vicious challenges that have become the hallmark of the Saw series. This continuity in the creative team promises a seamless and spine-tingling addition to the franchise. In conclusion, as you prepare to dive into the twisted world of Saw X in 2023, armed with the knowledge of its gruesome history, intricate traps, and compelling plot details, remember that this franchise has always thrived on suspense, surprise, and a deep exploration of human morality. So, keep your senses sharp and your moral compass ready, because as you watch, you'll undoubtedly uncover even more hidden intricacies and ethical dilemmas within the movie itself. Enjoy the thrill, but brace yourself for the unsettling journey ahead. And make sure to share your thoughts and theories with us in the comments below. Happy viewing, and may your resolve stay strong throughout this cinematic rollercoaster.
Game over.